Hi everyone, my name is Mary Zatoli and I am the Title IX coordinator at SUNY Maritime College. My pronouns are they, them, or she, her. Today I'm going to explain what Title IX is and what my job is on campus. Before we get started, please be aware that I am going to briefly discuss sexual violence in this presentation. Title IX is a short federal law that states no person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. In other words, all students have the right to equal access to education free from sex discrimination. SUNY Maritime College is committed to creating a safe learning environment for everyone. When someone experiences sex discrimination, it can limit their access to education. Sex discrimination can include harassment, sexual harassment, intimate partner violence, dating violence, domestic violence, sexual violence like rape or sexual assault, and stalking. It's important to remember that Title IX protects everyone. For example, if a male student experiences sexual assault, he can receive support from the Title IX office. Before engaging in any sexual activity, everyone needs to give consent. Consent can be given with words or through actions that clearly demonstrate willingness to engage in sexual activities. Silence and lack of resistance does not demonstrate consent. Consent involves participants sharing information, listening, checking in with one another, and observing body language. During sex, consent needs to be knowing, voluntary, and mutual, or it can be considered sexual violence. If you or someone you know has experienced sex discrimination, you can make a Title IX report. They can be made in person or online. Reports can be made against students, faculty, staff, and people outside the campus community. If a student experiences sexual assault during cadet shipping, for example, they can still make a report and receive resources from the Title IX office. Please note that as mandated reporters, SUNY Maritime employees are required to forward information about sex discrimination disclosed by students to the Title IX office. Everything included in reports, like personal information, remains as private as possible. Anonymous reporting is also available online under the Title IX section of the SUNY Maritime website. Some students may feel scared to report sex discrimination if they were under the influence of drugs or alcohol during the incident. SUNY Maritime College wants students to be able to safely report any instances of sex discrimination, no matter what the circumstances were when the incident happened. Anyone who makes a report or intervenes as a bystander will not be penalized through SUNY Maritime's Code of Conduct for drinking or using drugs during the incident. When someone makes a Title IX report, my job is to share resources, provide support, explain options, and more. Two people can have completely different circumstances and concerns, even if they are both experiencing the same kind of sex discrimination. Title IX meetings will focus on addressing a student's individual needs so they can feel safe while receiving an education. For example, if a transgender student is experiencing domestic violence, I will provide them with specific resources and information made for transgender young adults. Reasonable accommodations are also available for reporting students too. Reporting students can also request an investigation. The purpose of an investigation is to determine if the accused person engaged in sex discrimination. Both the reporting student and the accused person have rights, like the right to an advisor of their choice for support. If the investigation determines that a violation likely occurred, an accused student will be referred to the Student Code of Conduct process. If the accused student is found responsible after this, they will receive sanctions. If an employee is accused of sex discrimination, the Human Resources Department handles the investigation and disciplinary process. Everyone deserves to feel safe while receiving an education. If you are ever unsure whether something is considered sex discrimination or you are concerned about a friend, please feel free to reach out. My office is always open. We are having a live Q&A session on July 7th, 8th, 9th, and 15th from 10:45 a.m. to 11 a.m. I will do my best to answer any questions you have. You can also email questions using either one of the email addresses listed above. Thank you so much for watching. See you all soon. Bye.